Top 10 now. 10 is Nipsey Hussle. R.I.P. Nip. Neighborhood Crip. Musically, did he have the impact while he was alive? No, not in my opinion. I think if this list was done before he died, I think he'd be a lot lower on the list. But, you know, with his death, we've seen good music he did. It says here, entrepreneurial and innovative, he became one of the most impactful LA rappers from the city due to contributions on and off wax. Well, if you're including off wax, then 100% he should be on the list. It says important songs, Grinding All My Life, Blue Laces 2, Keys to the City. Commercial success, they say this: 9 songs on the Billboard Hot 100, 5 albums on the Billboard 200, 1 peaking at number 2, 1 album certified double platinum. Can you argue with that? I still don't think Nipsey maybe should be in the top 10, but that's just my personal opinion. Number 9 is Eazy-E, legendary Eazy-E from NWA. Eazy's an absolute legend. I think Eazy should be higher than 9 in my opinion. Just the impact he has had on hip hop is the Eazy-E family tree in hip hop is just legendary. You got Dre, you got Eminem, 50, whole of Death Row pretty much. But they put down, helped to create the modern prototype of what a gangster rapper looked and sounded like. That's what I'm saying. He was the blueprint, so I feel like he should be high on the list. Commercial success, they've put down 1 number 1 album on the Billboard 200 of NWA, 1 triple platinum album with NWA, and then 2 solo projects certified double platinum. I didn't even know he had that much success as a solo artist. That's obviously, maybe that came after his death possibly, but still very impressive. Number 8 is Be Real. Be Real, one of my favorite West Coast rappers when I was younger. I'm surprised they put him this high on the list, but he had a lot of success though. Obviously in Cypress Hill mainly. But it says here in terms of his commercial success, over 7 million records sold. That's impressive. In the US, 12 albums charted on the Billboard 200, including 1 hit number 1. 11 of those albums were with Cypress Hill, 6 songs that charted on the Billboard Hot 100. You know, that's an impressive resume, that's for sure. Important songs they put down: How I Could Just Ill a Man, you know what I'm trying to say, Insane in the Brain, Hand on the Pump. Yo, those are some big songs, especially Insane in the Brain. That was just like, you couldn't get away from that song. That was everywhere, on the radio, everywhere. Number 7 is Ice-T. They've put the reason why he's on this list as the first mainstream gangster rapper, dropped multiple classic albums in the 80s. That is true. So that's why I would put him this high on the list. That's why I think Eazy-E should be high as well, because the pioneers, the ones that, you know, broke down the doors and created it, they should be higher than anybody else in my opinion. They put down as the most important songs as 6 in the Morning, great song, Colors, I'm Your Pusher, Pusher Man, undeniable legend. Before my time, but legend for sure. Number 6 is DJ Quick. I'm surprised DJ Quick is this high on the list. Great producer. I know he had a rap career and everything, but I don't think he should be this high, personally. But let's talk about what they put down. They say second only to Dr. Dre as the best producer / rapper combo LA has ever seen. I was definitely agree with that. 10 albums have charted on the Billboard 200, 1 going platinum. 4 songs appeared on the Billboard Hot 100. You know, I'm reading that resume and it sounds good, but I don't believe it's better than a lot of people that were below him on the list. It says important songs, Dollars and Cents, Tonight, and Pitch In On Our Party. I don't know that song, not gonna lie. Number 5 is Tyler, the Creator. Yes, I think, surprise one for me. I didn't expect him to be in the top 5, but I really do like Tyler, the Creator. I think he's one of the most creative artists to come out of hip hop in the last couple decades. You know, he just does his own thing. He doesn't care what's going on. He sets the trends, you know. Maybe people don't necessarily follow his trend, but whatever he's doing seems to work for him. And that's always original, and that's the main thing. They've put down 3 number 1 albums, with 2 of those albums being certified double platinum. 46 songs on the Billboard Hot 100. That is impressive, I'm not gonna lie. Including 3 that peaked in the top 10. I didn't know he was that successful in the Billboard charts, but I'm a big fan of Tyler, for sure. Number 4 is the absolute legend, Dr. Dre. What do I say about Dr. Dre, man? I mean, His Dre 2000 album is like my top 5 of all time, of all hip hop albums. That's just like, it was an absolute masterpiece. They put down over 44 million albums equivalent records consumed. 3 albums debuted in the top 3 of the Billboard 200, with one certified 6 times platinum, appeared on 2 singles that topped the Billboard Hot 100. Dre, man, what can you say? I don't even think that's enough to say about Dre. Important songs they've put down is Deep Cover featuring Snoop Dogg, Nothing But a G Thing featuring Snoop Dogg, and Forgot About Dre with Eminem. You could put so many more. Dre should be number 1 for me, but let's see who's number 1. I'm excited. Number 3, they've got Ice Cube, another legend. Absolutely, Ice Cube 100% should be in the top 5. They put down a game-changing rapper with elite storytelling skills and presence. Released 3 classic albums during his prime. Wow, who can say it's a classic? I mean, classic is such a subjective thing to say, but I think whoever wrote this definitely is an Ice Cube fan for sure. But yeah, Ice Cube's done great albums, classic albums. Number 2, we've got Snoop Dogg, the Dog Father. Wow, listen, Snoop for me should be number 1. That's just me, my opinion. I'm a big Snoop Dogg fan. But they've put down this: the most famous rapper of all time and one of hip hop's first true blockbuster superstars. That's true. In '94, Snoop absolutely set records. Obviously, he was going through his murder trial, so that helped him a bit, but the music was undeniable, that matched the controversy, you know? It's like they put down over 14 million albums equivalent units sold in the US alone. Held the record for the biggest first week sales of a hip hop artist at that time until 50 Cent broke that record. It says 45 songs charted on the Billboard Hot 100, 3 reaching number 1, 30 albums charted on the Billboard 200, which is crazy, with 3 peaking at number 1. I mean, that's crazy, man. I would have thought Snoop might have had more albums that peaked at number 1, but still an impressive record. They put his the most important songs as these: Who Am I, What's My Name, that classic song. Gin and Juice, like what can you say about Gin and Juice? Drop It Like It's Hot. I think that was Snoop's first number 1. Now we've got to our list, Complex's list, number 1 of LA rappers of all time. It's Kendrick Lamar. Is that controversial? I don't know. I would still put Snoop at number 1 personally, but you know, Complex like to, you know, ruffle a few feathers. But you know, Kendrick definitely has to be in that list. They've put down as his commercial success as 90 songs on the Billboard Hot 100, including 6 number 1s. 1 single has held the top spot for 13 consecutive weeks and counting. We all know which one that is. 7 albums have charted on the Billboard 200 with 4 consecutive number 1 debuts. Now when you read that out, you can't really even complain or say maybe he shouldn't be on this list, or not on the list, but shouldn't be number 1. I think what happens is when somebody is a current star, it's very difficult to give them their flowers at the time. But Kendrick, you know, let's say in 10 years time, we might be saying Kendrick Lamar is the number 1 LA rapper. But Snoop's been doing this since '94, so shouldn't he be number 1? That's my argument. They put obviously Not Like Us as his important songs. Alright, I still love that song, Alright, on his second album, Pimp a Butterfly. Crazy. But there you have it, Complex's 50 LA best rappers of all time. Do you agree with it? I'm sure a lot of people are not going to agree with this list. Let me know what you think about the list. Who do you think should have been number 1? Do you think some people should have been placed higher or lower? Let me know in the comments, yeah? This is Fresh Hip Hop Opinion. Peace and love.